All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Sunderland Football Manager 2021 Road to Glory series. Coming off the success of the previous episode, let's take a look here where we beat Leipzig. I wasn't expecting to. Were any of you surprised how we were able to play against them? Because, I thought it would have been a bit higher, especially away from home. We were able to, avoid any goals conceded, which was pretty handy. It was pretty handy in that game. The early sending off. Maybe that really put us on our way, and the fact that we won that 1-0, them coming to meet us at home, they knew they needed to attack us, and maybe they just didn't. They didn't shape up well. They didn't set up well the formation tactics. So then we went on to beat Everton 4-1, keeping that strong form up. We really did. Then Watford, they are currently a championship team, so we quite just took quiet control over them. And we'll take a look. Their best striker here, I could tell he's a regen, so I wondered if he has decent potential. He's got some very neat attributes. Connor Shield, you see, already got him on the shortlist. So, they got a few decent players. Knight is not, he's not terrible. He's got pace, he's got dribbling, technique, he can score as well. There's probably, better targets ahead of him. And then Man City, I told you guys, these bigger games, I'm not going to be as desperate to show you every single one of them. Normally will be controlled, but funnily enough, we actually snuck a late goal by Toby to get a draw from this game. But it was still a tough fixture. Something that's on my mind as well. Do we need to increase our stadium? If you take a look, sometimes we are maxing out. I mean, you take a look at the crowd numbers, the exact same. We can go check that out now. Just to show you guys, if we go into the facilities, as you can see, that 48,095 is the capacity, and then you go back, Is that a thing? I guess we can test it out live, but there has been some more things as well. Just before the intake, it's not too far off. These are the things we've improved recently. That's pretty nice, but improving the youth recruitment. Happy with that. And we're looking for affiliate club. The board are so willing now. Maybe they're happy with my work. I ask for anything and they give it. So if we go to the facilities, the stadium, if we go to the stadium, expand the current stadium, not build a new one. What would you guys do? We'll do expand and see what they have to say, and we just continue. We will probably have to see it after the game. Normally if you have a day to continue left, you would see that. So anyway, we are going to get right into this game against Sporting, but I'll give you guys a rundown how this is going to go. We're going to do it a little bit differently because we've got a game against Liverpool in the FA Cup. I'm going to do the first leg against Sporting, and we'll play we'll play 2 games in this episode. The second one will be against Tottenham. We don't know if we're going to get a youth intake. It'll be sometime in March. Just show you Development Centre, youth candidates, 2024, we're in 2024, man, and we've still got a lot to go. And March, every year in March. So it could come up at any moment. So we can't as much plan that. But what we hopefully have planned is a strong start against Sporting. Notice in the last episode, someone said they didn't like them. They didn't like Sporting. They were a Benfica fan. So that's another reason to try and win. But I do think we should be strong enough. And Johnny Brennan, man, he's been so good. Again, if we go through his stats for the season, that's 5 goals in Europa League, 8 goals in the Premier League, 2 in the FA Cup. Keep in mind, from 1 game, he got a brace there. So He's doing very well. Do you think he's just our main striker now? He overtakes Dusan. Dusan, if he doesn't really fire for us, you think we end up selling him? Not next season. I think next season he gets another go and just, sell him for around his value or a little bit more maybe, and just take profit and use that money elsewhere. But at the same time, you can't just rely on one striker, so it's not a bad setup we have. And talk about our setup, this will be the team we go in with. Today at home, we want to keep our attacking football, keep our style, because we're playing great at the moment. And we've got good competition. We've got good competition for places. So we are ready. We are ready for this one. Come on, boys. Let's kick it off. So, two games in this episode, and that will follow. The following episode, we'll play 2 in a row as well. Not playing any extra off camera with that part of the season where exciting things are happening. So, we're going to say, I love that opportunity. I was saying it earlier in the season. We couldn't say the pundits have been backing us up because we weren't playing that well. And we've hit last season's form, haven't we, guys? I thought when if and when it was going to come back, and the answer is yes, it's here. And I think I'm finding a position for Martinelli to play a winger support on the right side, not being such as a focus on attack, and yeah, just being more creative. They've got some, I know Trincao is a very good player, so they have got, I mean, they've gotten to this stage in the competition for some reason. And again, part of me, I always say it when it pops up a little bit, I would have loved that default. I might have to hit up the skin creator or something if that's even possible, because it looks really nice before it corrects itself. To me, that was the correct way. Don't correct it. I liked it like that. Good information. But anyway, I would have said it a few times, but let's focus on this now. Martinelli, yeah, he's starting to do something nice, or some nice things more correctly. And Johnny Brennan, almost. He got that on target. I think that's all you can ask. Pretty happy with that. Javi Manquillo started well to the game. Nice to see. I always like to encourage at the beginning of games, maybe first 10, 15, 20 minutes. Keeps the morale in a pretty good state. I'm just wondering here, do we need to go a bit more direct? Be more expressive. Look for that. Switch it up. And it creates a corner. And can we score here? Martinelli. See, that's why I want you in the supporting role, not taking shots. Winger support, mate. Not an inside forward cutting in, as you seem to be doing there. Even though it was like from a corner. So, yeah, the positioning is sometimes out of whack. Not the same as your normal formation. But anyway, Martinelli. This is what we want for him. Find someone. No, this would be wrong. Why is he... He's not inside forward, right? And he cut in like... He's winger support and he was acting like an inside forward. I'm done, man. Has the game not recognised I've changed his role? That was inside forward to a T. Like cutting in instead of going down the wing, right? Like I'm saying. Like, okay. I wonder... I don't know. I don't want to say it too much. To be fair, looking back, I do kind of question the game in parts. But, like, I don't know, man. It's like they still register him as being an inside forward. Just going off his play, really. So I'm not happy with that. I want to lead. I'd want to lead going into the second leg. That is for sure. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to concede an away goal. But we're being in control of it. Come on, boys. Surely we got it coming. Brennan to Armini. When the forwards don't get it done, Nicolo Armini does. I think that was assist to Johnny Brennan as well. JB, he's done it again. Yes. He just knows. Gomez did well to put... He didn't go for a shot there. Brennan, he's smart. See, look at that. Wasn't an attempted shot at all. He knew. He knew to get that far post to Armini. Oh my gosh. He's just smart. He's got a good brain. I love a good brain. Just the smart footballers. And he's exactly that. Exactly that. Oof. Almost closed him down. Oh, and this is almost a worse result now. I would have took 0-0 ahead of 1-1 at this point in time. Because, yeah, it's equal and now they've got an away goal. Okay, who's at fault? Who's at fault? I mean, yeah, Brennan. I don't know. Closet. Why didn't you stay on the man? Because he's not a defensive-minded player. That's annoying. He went into no man's land, which is very annoying. Stick to him. Stick to him. Come on, Brennan. He's gone from hero to villain. Where's the replay? How come the game never replays? I think you can choose to have that, actually. So that could be on me. The option is there, but it might get a bit repetitive. Just to show you guys what I'm talking about, like, you can put replay events, clear-cut chances. Yeah, I knew you could, just before anyone says, yeah, you can do that. But yeah, we'll just make the videos go longer for me personally. When I play privately, I do like to change things up a little bit like that. There we go, it's a goal. Ramon assist, new signing on loan, mind you, but this is almost like an extensive scouting session for next season with Ramon, if we sign him permanently or not. So as long as we're taking a lead, as long as we're leading, this is the home fixture. It's going to be different to the last one, I feel. Yeah, because the next one will be away. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how it's going to play out. and give you a bit, anticipation for the next episode. So Sergio Gomez being good, and arguably, maybe it shouldn't even be arguably, he's our best player this season. He's going to have to come off. And the question is, who I'm going to bring on for the shadow striker, attacking midfield position, probably Asta Vrank. I've thought about this quite extensively, clearly. So let's just go over to the tactics now. So Vranks, he's actually not bad. I haven't tried him in that role yet, but I feel like I'm going to like him as a Mazzala and Gilmore playing there. Gilmore's been pretty good this season as well, so that's what we're going to roll with. Chuck him on as the Mazzala. Yeah, just chuck him on. 2-1. Ramon on a yellow card. We don't really have an option to switch for him. It's only 15 minutes left, so I think we should make our changes. Adam hasn't been good. Greenwood on. Let's switch sides. Okay, Martinelli, now you've got inside forward. Greenwood inside forward over on the right side. One more we can make. Gabriel for Hayden, just fresher legs in midfield here, same role. I'm in a boat where I'll be like, I'd be fine with 2-1. As much as I'd love another goal, like this is not the worst scoreline, but it's not the best because they've got an away goal and we're only leading by the one. Yeah, it keeps it open. So we're still going to praise them because I'd say if we've got a lead, that's a good thing. Because then we can maybe play the next leg in our favour, maybe not be as advanced and try and hold on to it, but a 1-goal lead is never enough. In an individual game, that we don't lose it. If we at least draw it, we go through. So, yeah, and honestly, I feel like if it's a more attacking game anyway, we'll get at least 1 goal. So I'd fancy ourselves. Yeah, we just got to see how that all plays out. It's a good win. As I said, I never complain when we win a leg, the first leg specifically, because, yeah, you put yourself in a good position regardless going into the next leg. Unless you win like 6-5 and concede 5 away goals. Maybe less so, but we're far away from that. Okay, check our messages here. Oh, they rejected it. I reckon if we discuss with them. Yeah, if we discuss with them here, let's take a look. We don't have that's like a true thing. I'm not just saying something to get it done. We don't have the space. We're filling up our stadiums in some home matches. We aren't convinced but it is. Like if we're maxing out the stadium, FM, there's no other reason. Like you can't disagree with that, surely. We'll be left behind by our rivals. Come on. No, it's not going to get accepted. When it gets to this stage, it never does in my experience. Like the lack of ambition. This has never got accepted for me. Change that. Nah, yeah. They just never see that. And I can't pretend I'm not disappointed. So we can't do that. I just wanted to do this. Because you guys, I'm thinking, you guys might be wondering if we're maxing out our stadium, if we're maxing out our stadium, look at this. Look at this, home matches. Did we just do that now? Where are we? Well, we're close enough there, but in it's funny that we did in Watford in the FA Cup 5th round, but okay, yeah, I don't want to go too deep into it, but we're in a lot of home games, in the Premier League and stuff. That definitely has to be on the minds. Let us know what you think anyway. But to give you an update on Jan Kledorubski as well, I didn't really show you this, and I didn't even realize it myself until now. You can see he's dubbed the new Jan Koller. Hey, same first name. That's big. But it's not surprising. These are ridiculous attributes on a 17-year-old. Like, he almost looks first-team ability already at 17. Like, he's higher rated than Johnny Brennan. Like, really. And, yeah, he's a year older, so crazy. And I did touch on that. Suddenly, we popped up here with the affiliate. Some interesting teams there, I think. Let's take a bit of a look here, boys. Let's take a look. France, second division side, annual fee 57. So, yeah, this is for sending players on loan. Greek Super League, one in Spain. I'm thinking a Dutch side. because that could be you. A Dutch side might be decent. We'll have first option to buy players from them. They could be, like, they've got excellent youth facilities, so great training facilities, so they would be developing some proper prospects. I'm going to go with that one. Would you have gone with someone different? Let me know, but the reasoning behind that, I think, yeah, it should be good. And without checking any others, they got 2. Let's take a look at their key player. I'm expecting here. See, he's only 8. Oh my God, he's another. What? No, sorry. How many strikers are we allowed to have in one team anyway? I'm not allowed, but how much can we have, realistically? Warner, Fickett. I might just say Fickett and sign him. How much is he going to cost? Well, see, the first option is like if another team makes a bid, our bid will get accepted as well. So it's an interesting one. How much does it actually benefit you? It's not like they're just going to throw high potential players at you on the free. So yeah, it's an intriguing one. He's one we definitely get on the short list. So yeah, for me, the first option, it sounds good, but realistically what it does, it's if another team makes an offer for a player, you can as well. So yeah, intriguing. This is another one of their prospects. So yeah, his potential isn't the greatest. Let me know what you think about that as a whole, how efficient having that first option with a club can be. All right, guys. So here, actually, we've got the quarterfinal and semi-final draws. So we'll just go into it and take a look who's going to be our potential opponents. All right, Celtic, Sevilla, wouldn't mind that. Okay. Oh, AS, I just feel we're going to be in this one. I can tell. Yeah. We were going to be in, yeah, arguably the hardest one. So, Porto, PSV could be there as well. But, yeah, Monaco, Tottenham, they'd be really tough games. And then if we get through to the next stage, that's... Oh, this is so, like, yeah, so extreme. Couldn't we have waited until we get here and then... Shock. So, if we managed to go through all the way to the final, it would be such a run if we did it. But, yeah, we just need to deal with Sporting first. Oh, we got the intake. Guys, I was not expecting it now, even though I was expecting it in March. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, it just comes up to your surprise. But, yeah, it's not anything special this year. And you might say, I'm not as surprised because I saw the description of it. You know, your description of your youth intake when you'll be on this screen before it comes. Yeah, it says we weren't going to get any good players this year. It wasn't looking that great. Very, very, like, if this guy's our best potential player, this guy's got the best ability, Leon Patterson, so maybe a little falls on him. His attributes, if you think about for a 15-year-old, he might be passable. And if his potential upgrades to like a 4-star once he, joins a club, those overall attributes aren't the worst, but they'll all need to grow together. So I'd sign him up, Leon Patterson. Yeah, we'll go with him. And the fact that, we give him this professional deal opposed to a youth deal, we'll just get off yearly wage rise. But yeah, it's not with any hype of with signing him, is it? Increase this a little bit. And he should... Okay, he doesn't. Appearance fee a bit more, and then unused sub. That should do the job, and it does. Yeah, it's not with the same excitement and hype. We'll go through a few others. Jamie Sweeney. Nah, that stamina's too low with a few others. That won't ever be good enough. Derek Howlett, goalkeeper. Nah, too many. You can just tell when they have too many lower attributes. And the rest are like half a star rating, so they're not going to be good enough. Like this Barkin, barking like a dog. 16 passing, but everything else too trash to be ever a decent player. So we're not going to waste time going through the rest of these. Maybe just David Saunders, so you can see him as a winger. He's got some okay attributes, but again, then some terrible attributes that will never get to the level we need. And yeah, unfortunately, the guy at the top there, Troy Thorndyke, maybe look at him again. Those some mentals that are just never they're gonna have to improve more than you could have them improve, if that makes sense. Like they're gonna need to be a certain level where they're just simply not gonna get to. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna offer him a deal, even though he's at the top of our list there. I'd say Leon Patterson, you almost go off more ability than potential because he seems a bit more balanced. He doesn't have too many of the weaker attributes, especially those that are important. If all those important attributes develop by 3 or 4 more, or the certain ones like physicals won't go as extreme. Maybe technicals, like 4 or 5 more. I'm just trying to keep in mind like that dribbling and stuff and that tackling, marking. Considering his age, that's viable. If all his key attributes develop by 4 or 5 when he gets to his actual prime, even if they go up by like 4, he could be a useful player, or a player we at least make some money off. But unfortunately, not the most banging intake, but we've had a pretty good intake so far, or intakes so far in this save. So I'm far from complaining. And because they move the transfer thing automatically, we have Jan coming in, and he's going to be fantastic. We have a lot of youth prospects coming through the team, so we're not as disappointed. What's that little injury he's got right now? 3 weeks. Yeah, that's standard. But anyway, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. There's one guy that could be okay, that could be worth something. When really in FM, you get most of your young players like we have in this save. You get the real quality ones more often than not. Those guys that, do not come through your intake. So you can put a lot on the intakes and expect a lot sometimes, but it's not the end. It's far from the end of the world. While also we have our next Premier League game to get into here, which is quite important. Our season, remember I was worried about like finishing in like the relegation, or not in the relegation zone, not getting relegated, but just in that crop around there we've done. But guys, like even Wolves and Aston Villa, we're only 4 points away. I guess we've got a couple games in hand to teams below us as well. So we've changed it. We've changed the course of the season pretty well. We've hit a good form that we did need to. We really did. So now we are taking a look at the next. Some players, Ryan Gould, we're looking to give him some more games. And that's the thing when you got to, maybe we switch with Franks and make him available for the under-23s. We've got a very strong competitive side now. Johnny Brennan, I reckon we rest him in this one. Bring in Dusan, see if he can score. See if he can score today. Martinelli, who could be a potential swap for him. Maybe start Melendo in this one. That's why I love our versatility here. Kubo, maybe rest Martinelli. Rest Martinelli completely. Kubo can come on the bench and probably make an appearance today. Would hope for that. So, pretty strong team. I would be happy with that. Gould just a little bit more attacking than Gabriel. Put him ahead of him. There we go. Let's get into the next match of this episode. Boys, now, it's important. Let's see how we go against Tottenham. It's at home. Take a look at their team. Dele Alli, Son, any other names? Awaz, a good player. They've got some names there. Some I'm not... Pierre Schurz, I'm not too sure about him. But we owe what Tottenham what happened in the last match. So it'd say a lot if we can switch that around. If we can switch that around and get a win today, get a dub today, can we do so? We'll start up with that encourage. Encourage the boys again. You see those faces, like every single player kind of has that. So very good start. There a few more Thai players. Billy Gilmore may not last the whole game, but we're just about 20 minutes through so far. So a lot more to play out. There's a lot to play out for this game. So let's see. First look at how the game's playing out today. Ayers, he's a very nice height, but gave away possession. Oh, look at this. Good play through the midfield. Gilmore spread out wide to Melendo now. Melendo, who's impressed me in recent games that he has played. Less so now. Less so now. He had that one game where he was really testing the opposition running down the wing. But now we get it back and it's Vlahovic. Mates, you're not really doing much for me to select you more. And that's not helping your cause, mate. Come on. Awa. Nah. How does he even get credit with that? That was an own goal. Oh, mate. If you put him on as a first goal scorer of the match, you're lucky. That's an OG every time. How's that not an own goal? How is that not going down as an own goal? I do not know. Unless I saw it long, unless I'm blinding in old age or something, but that was an own goal. From our point of view anyway, we've gone down. Let's get it back just before half-time though. Vlahovic, get out of the club, mate. You're not good enough. You haven't got that composure at Premier League level. And is that going to change? I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. Anyway, yeah, he's worthy of giving one more season. I'm always about that. When you sign a player outside the Premiership and bring him to England, he hasn't been to England before, you got to give him more than one season, unless he's absolutely horrendous. And we get the goal back at Sergio Gomez. Like, Sergio Gomez is playing a best season for us. And how long has that took? See? And now he's absolutely flying. And with some dramas along the way, you know, with his contracts and that. But Manquillo, from the opposite side, he's normally on the right. Gomez, yes. So, yeah, that's if you have a player you've just signed into any division, really, give him one more season, especially when he's come from outside the country and hasn't played in it before. Keep that in mind, guys. So that's what I'm trying to do. For this game here, though, Billy Gilmour to come off. Ryan Gould is going to make his way into the game. Sergio Gomez, we don't want him to get injured. Big game next up, as you guys know. Let's try and bring on Kubo there. 3-star in that position is not the absolute worst, but if you put Melendo there, okay, he's half, I reckon. Yeah, Kubo should play that decently. Johnny Brennan. It's a big decision. I want to bring on Greenwood instead for Hlozek. I think we'll go that. No, what am I doing? Sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring on Greenwood for Dusan and put Hlozek. I know Hlozek, yeah, 6.3, hasn't had the great game. Let's bring him on striker. Poacher, yeah, advance forward though, I reckon. 1-1 is not horrendous. Oh, we'll see what happens with this. See what happens here, boys. If those changes could lead to something. Greenwood's on. He's become a bit of a legend of the save low-key without being a superstar this season. He did a lot of his work in helping us get to the Premier League. And he still does okay. He's serviceable. Well, Gould, he's another one. I feel he started okay, but then, yeah, he's drifted off a little bit. Yeah, so do what I was going to do. Let's just go a little bit more direct now. Be more expressive. Shoot on sight. There we go, boys. I'd take a draw. I'd take avoiding defeat, but I feel like we could have got another goal and be leading this one. Anything else? Do I go it? I reckon. I reckon we do so. The fullbacks. Push out the fullbacks. The wing-back support. Leave it. Yeah. I rate that. Help us create maybe a last opportunity. Demand more. But if not, I'll be content. It's Tottenham. They're dangerous. If you look at the players they got in attack, it's not one where I'm going to, get too mad, I reckon. Because we came back from a position where we could have lost the game. So I think we did well to hold on against a team that's got, a lot of dangerous players. So I'm going to pray, when you're in a losing position in a game and you get a draw, I'm always happy with that, especially against what I would like to think a better team. And see what we in fact do there. It's like preventing Tottenham, if they beat us and overtaking us. I think, that was smart there. Even though I was going attacking, trying to win it, but they didn't really look like scoring. And wow, Sheffield killed Blackburn there. They really needed something. Oh, it could be a interesting relegation battle. Glad we should be safe from that now for this season, shouldn't we? So 9 unbeaten. See, we're holding an unbeaten streak. Like these games I'm playing off camera, you can really see, how we're playing at this current point in time. But talking about games off camera, we're not going to have any more. Next episode, guys, be sure to leave a like for it. I should get it recorded next. I'll get this edited, then get that video done. Sporting and Liverpool, 2 huge games. So that's going to be next up. Keep your eyes peeled on the channel. Hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. If you have any friends, anyone you know really like Football Manager videos or just like Football Manager, maybe let them know about this series because, it's a very long one. You've got definitely a lot to watch so far and more to come as well. As you know, there's a real difference between us each season from the top teams, so this season, interestingly, is Chelsea and Arsenal. We're a bit far off that pack, so that's the exciting thing, though. I'm not feeling bad about that at all. I think we're building at a good pace. We're building at a good pace. I know last season we came 5th, and now we're in a position where we still could get a minimum, like a top 6 position, like 5th or 6th for Europa League again, when earlier in the season it wasn't looking likely. So yeah, this season's pretty interesting for me. So I'm going to leave it there for now. Hope you enjoy the video though. I'll see you guys next time.